Welcome. My name's Orly. Thank you for joining for this little meditation. This 10-minute session is designed to help us slow down. I'm sure that for many of us, there's a lot going on in our days, in our environments. You probably live in a fast-paced space. So it's more important than ever to give yourselves a little bit of time when things are feeling quite intense to just sit, to be still, to resist the urge to be moving, and through that space, through that stillness, find out what may arise for you and learn a lot about yourself through being still. I'm going to ask you to make your way into a comfortable seated position, or if a seated position is not that comfortable for you, you can always lie down instead. I'll make suggestions here, but ultimately this is your practice, so you decide what your body needs. And settle. And let your eyes close just whenever you're ready, or let your gaze soften. And connect with your breath. Notice how quickly or how slowly your breath moves. How deep the trajectory of it through the body is. Maybe notice that the breath begins to slow down and deepen a little, just as a result of you observing it in this way. Maybe not. Find a rhythm that serves you and let it continue, knowing that there's nothing you need to do to ensure that that is the case. The breath will still flow, and that leaves you free to use your imagination here. First of all, ensure that the body is relaxed. Give yourself permission to release. Notice your connection between body and earth, the ground beneath you supporting you. And release any effort from the body that does not need to be there. Imagine the ground just carrying it away. And let go of anything that does not serve you. Any thoughts that are preoccupying you. Any sensations that are perhaps not as comfortable as they could be. Just accept what you cannot change, and then look beyond that and move into a space of tranquility. Imagine now that you are in a natural space, a garden. The grass is green beneath your feet. The sky above you is blue. You imagine flowers, a multitude of them. You imagine that the grass is tall in some places and shorter in others. And maybe you imagine the movement of butterflies, the buzz of bees. Connect with your breath here. And then see if you can start to slow it down any amount. Breathing in and out through your nose. And as the breath slows down, you imagine that the environment around you, this natural space, this beautiful garden you've stepped into, slows down too. You imagine the petals of the flowers opening up as you breathe in slowly, slowly, slowly. And as you breathe out, you imagine them curling up tightly, moving back into a bud, continuing to open and close, to expand and contract with the movement of the breath. You imagine perhaps that the grass slowly becomes longer and then retracts, moves back down towards the earth and continues to grow and to become shorter with your breath. And now imagine that the flowers and the movement of the grass becomes even slower, deliberate, moving as though in slow motion. And you feel how deliberate your breath is. And then you imagine, in that same deliberate way, walking across the grass here. You look down and you see your feet. You see them move. You see each increment of each movement as it carries you across the garden slowly, slowly, slowly. You move with purpose. There is no hurry. And you embody that sense of peace, this slowness, this stillness brings. And then, removing yourself from this garden, you imagine going about your day in a similar way. You imagine perhaps preparing a meal, or travelling to work with that same sense of purpose, that unhurried nature in relation to all that you're interacting with. Maybe you simply imagine the journey that you've taken from whichever room you were in before this one. The journey that took you to your mat. Imagine walking so slowly, so purposefully to this very space. Think about coming down into your seated or reclined position with that same intention. And then arrive back into your body as it is now. And as you check in, you find that within your heart, you are still holding that same sense of purpose, that same awareness. And you know that as you get ready for the rest of your day, you can take it with you. Everything you do, if you are present, if you are mindful within it, can hold that purpose. Your world is full of potential. If you slow down, sometimes it makes it a little easier to see that. Enjoy doing nothing for a few more moments, savouring every second as it arises. Even though you are not moving, there is still so much going on within you, your mind and your body, and the space around you too. If you would like to stay where you are and continue your meditation, there's no rush to move. If you do choose to move, then do so deliberately. Start to wake your body up in any way that serves you. And know that you can return to your space, your garden, where everything is slowed down, whenever you need to. Whenever you need to find that stillness and that connection with yourself and with the world around you. You can bring yourself back there and then take what you learn into your day-to-day life. Take a really deep breath in through your nose, the slowest, deepest breath you've taken all day. Exhale to slowly release the breath. And then if you're ready to do so, you can blink your eyes open. Prepare for the day ahead of you. You feel purposeful. You feel present. You feel appreciative of all you are holding here and now. Bring your hands to your heart and send yourself gratitude. Thank you so much for showing up for this practice. Thank you.